Oh man, I absolutely suck at doing these videos because it goes against the fiber of everything that I've trained my brain to want to do, which is polished video, planned video, scripted video. So I'm forcing myself to do this to practice what I would preach to anybody else, and that is document. Document for the sake of documenting, for the sake of other people to see what you've gone through. Anyway, rabbit trail. So the last video I did, it's been about 2 weeks, I think. We've had and this is the cool thing about being free from typical 9 to 5 type life. It gets harder. 9 to 5 life is pretty cush, pretty easy, but you don't have time freedom. The other side of that is you have time freedom, but sometimes you go through some pretty big peaks and pretty deep valleys. Anyway, last couple of weeks has been a huge family week, so it's been a blessed time. But the last video I announced that I was going to be launching or soft launching a pre-launch for Digital Marketing Foundations, my community. And I did. Very, very briefly. Like literally, I think it was one post one day or one post over 2 days. One person. I got one member besides myself in my own group. And then family life picked up, and it's been a day-to-day whirlwind. And I questioned, should I still push myself to launch and talk about this in between doing all the things? And I decided that I was not going to, because if people did respond and people were joining and people were asking questions or making posts about, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I'm stuck here. I'm stuck there. I was like, I'm going to be MIA because I'm focused on family right now. Literally, I was tied up. My son, both my sons were performing in Nashville for a Beta Club convention. And I wanted that to be my focus. So because I didn't want to cheapen the moment with them, and I didn't want to cheapen the level of service and value I'd be able to provide to any members coming into the community, I just put it all on pause. So now here we are post-Thanksgiving, and I'm just now trying to get my head back in the same headspace that it was in 2 weeks ago when I was like, pre-launch. Let's go. And I had to put it all on pause for family stuff, which I'm grateful that I have the ability to do. So now I'm getting my mindset back into pre-launch, which is here's the struggle. Here's why I'm documenting all this. Here's the real challenge. Because now I'm in a different, time is a weird thing. Time does weird things for your planning, for your launching, for anything. So now 2 weeks later, I'm trying to get my mindset back in that same place that I was before of let's go. Pre-launch, promote, and be ready and help people, jump on calls, make videos, yada, yada, yada. Now, more ideas have come. The vision's a little bit bigger. The vision has shifted a little bit. The mission, like when you allow time to seep in between you're taking action, whatever that action is, it can change things. Sometimes that's a really good thing. Other times it's a really bad thing because it allows other parts, other puzzle pieces, other opportunities to come in and try to shift your direction. And a lot of times those things that come in that shift your direction are really good. Not distraction, not taking you away from your path. That's not what I'm talking about, because those are easy to be like, oh, that's a total distraction. That's not even related to what I'm trying to do. I'm talking about the things that come in that are related to what you're trying to build. Slightly new directions, slightly better additions. And that's the very thing, the very reason I'm building Digital Marketing Foundations, is to try to help people with this very thing that I'm going through right now, which is that time lapse of starting to build your thing, whatever it is. And when you actually get to like put some traction to it and launch it, life for people who are still working a 9 to 5, for people who have busy families, fill in the gaps. So many different lifestyles out there where it's hard for people to maintain traction on a given goal over a long period of time. That's why it's hard for people who are running jobs and families and trying to build a side business or a side income. It's why it's hard for them, because there's so much going on. It's hard to maintain consistency over a long period of time when you're scattered. So I'm not scattered. I'm trying to de-scatter. I'm trying to, just in the past couple of, actually, it's not even been a past couple of days. Today has felt like several days all in one. It's a Sunday. And I'm trying to take all of the ideas and all of the things that have been in my head every day, every spare moment for the past 2 weeks, to get back to this place of like, okay, now I can put my feet down, I can get some traction going, and I can soft launch this pre-launch finally. Well, now I've had new ideas because I've been marinating. I've been marinating on this whole business plan, the whole community idea, the whole, like, everything you could think of. And now there's these new aspects that are living in the, whatever you want to call it, the thing in my hand, this group, my group, Digital Marketing Foundations. Now there's all these new organisms, so to speak, that are coming to life in this shape of what I'm seeing come to life. There's new organisms operating, and it's giving it a different kind of look. So now the challenge today has been, wow, do I go ahead and just launch for the sake of launching, like doing the soft launch, pre-launch, not actual launching, but should I go ahead and do what I was planning on doing 2 weeks ago and just let it be what it's going to be and ride that wave? Or should I take the time to add these other little pieces in or refine these other little pieces? And that is a tough spot, because I have been in this exact spot dozens of times over the past 13 years. And man, you can see, I go back, I pause, because one of the biggest dream killers, goal killers, lifestyle killers for me has been the constant refining and adding and changing and wanting to make it better and refining. And it's so common. It's not just me, it's millions of people. You get stuck in that process that you never really get anything off the ground, but you've got a really good looking plane. But you've waited so long, the guys who were fueling up the planes have done left town. Like, they're not even, like, you can't even get gas for your plane anymore because you waited so long. They're gone. Yeah, you get my analogy. So, documentation, baby. There's no real point of this video other than this. The struggle is real, folks. That's really what I want to put out there and why I'm making myself shoot these unscripted, unedited, raw, ugly, imperfect videos. Is because I want to inspire other people like me who are like, I just want to get this. I just want to get my idea out there. I just want to get this product finished so that I can launch it and sell it and make some side money, pay for groceries, whatever it is. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. It's harder now than it was 10 years ago. I tell you that for sure. So, now that that's all said, one of the big things that I'm considering right in this moment that made me pull out my phone and be like, let's document this. Talk about this, man. To myself, talk about this, Jordan. Other people might find some value, even if it's just one person. If 10 people watch the video and one person actually gets some value out of it, don't cheapen Don't rob that one person of the thing that you could say that would help them or motivate them or whatever. So the pricing, one thing I've been wrestling with today, right before I started shooting this video, is pricing. The goal that I have for the video, we always feel like what we're about to do is super valuable and worth so much money. My original plan for Digital Marketing Foundation's community was to do a soft pre-launch of $29 a month and do that for the first 50 to 100 people, and then bump it to 49, and then bump it maybe to 99. But the goal has been like the value has been would be really valuable at $99 a month. So that's been my goal for the ultimate launch, is to kind of plant my flag at the $99 a month, because it's not just courses. It's not just templates. It's not just that type of stuff. It's going to be a community, or it is a community, where people can come in and get one-on-one help. I'm involved with other communities where people are paying hundreds of dollars to get into these communities. They're getting the knowledge and the skills and the course material and the training videos and the live calls and things like that. But they're still getting stuck. They're still hitting roadblocks and completely incapacitated. They just can't even move forward after they've paid hundreds of dollars and invested dozens and dozens and dozens of hours and gone on live calls and asked for help and posted in the community. They're still getting stuck because nobody's available to help them unless you want to pay somebody several hundred more dollars personally just for coaching, and even more hundreds of dollars to have somebody do it themselves, to have somebody do it for them. So that's really what I want this group to be, is somebody who can affordably come in and get the knowledge, get the skills, get the templates, all that good stuff too. But be able to get on a call to start with me, somebody who will actually get their hands dirty, actually look over their shoulder, so to speak, and be like, oh, you're getting stuck here because you got to go click this button and that turns on this thing. And then you got to tweak that in this menu here, and then you can go ahead and everything else will start functioning. That's what I want. I want those light bulbs. I want to be able to reach into somebody's life and watch the light bulb go off and then be like, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't have been able to do this. Holy cow, I never would have figured that out. Why aren't they showing that in the course? Why is no one talking about that in the community? I've already got people reaching out to me from the other community. I've not even pitched completely random, just from my comments of trying to help other people. People reaching out and saying, can I pay you to help me? So the need is real. So I've been debating on going even lower, and that's tough because I want to make it super affordable. So before I started shooting this video, right now it's $49 to join, and I have an option where my personal invites, people I know personally, can come in 8 days for free on a trial and then pay $29 a month if they want to, for as long as they want, or as short as they want. And for anybody else, it's $49 right now for the pre-launch. And I've been thinking, why could I make it more affordable? And that's a tough line, because when somebody's willing to hop on a call with you and get in the trenches, hands-on for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, where normally if a client wanted me to do that, it'd be like $250 to $500 for me to hop on something for a couple hours and actually build something out with them and train them and teach them. It's hard to think about going lower, but at the same time, I want to fill the community. I'd rather have 50 to 100 people in there paying $9 a month than 3 people paying $49. Because and maybe even change that up a little bit and make it where I'm, the more people, the better, because the more people that are in there, the more people that are seeing the value, the more people will have the opportunity to step up and step out and be like, you guys, my friends, my community, y'all need to go join this community because this dude is sharing it. He is dropping it. He is helping. He is stepping in. He's helping me accomplish things that nobody else can accomplish, or that nobody else has helped me accomplish. So pricing, man, it's a tough one because you want to make it as affordable as possible. You want to try to hit that no-brainer price point, but at the same time, you don't want to devalue yourself. You got to guard yourself and your own value, what you know things are worth. And you don't want to make people disbelieve that they're really going to get what you say they're going to get because the price tag is too cheap. So, yeah. That I've been thinking about organic content and coming across different systems for organic content, that I'm trying to set up myself systems that I can like sit down and churn through instead of getting stuck in that creative process of figuring out, what do I do? What do I say? How do I want to present this? I'm trying to build, or I am in the midst of building, excuse me, man, in the midst of building myself systems that somewhat take the thinking out of it, where I can just plug and play my creativity into the systems. So anyway, if there's anybody that's watched this entire video, God bless you. And I hope you got at least one little thing that is going to improve your life in some way from this. But anyway, stay tuned for more ramblings and unscripted, raw, uncut video, because I really, for you, for whoever's watching this, for someone out there, I'm wanting to document these to let you see that, man, the polished people ain't always polished. The gurus ain't always guruing. They don't know as much as they lead you to believe. They've got a lot of people usually behind the scenes doing stuff for them. And if they are solopreneurs, they're going through this too. So anyway, all right, until next time.